I know you guys probably saw the shorter version on TikTok, but this is the longer version. It's a 10-minute version, and he goes into it. Not as much detail as we would like, but enough. So you guys sit back, listen, and see just how much of a monster we have as the POTUS.
Tell us what happened. You went with Eddie Murphy and Mike Tyson. The three of you were together.
Yes.
Uh huh. And Donald Trump invited you all personally.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He invited all us. He was having his pageant contest going on, and it was with his pageant contest, he ended up inviting us to the event.
Tell us what happened, Uncle Luke. What happened at that party that made you have to leave?
Well, I mean, it was just a lot of things going on. You know, a lot of things that I don't care to engage in. And he showed us the house, showed us the golf course in the back, all these different things. Said, man, great house, nice house. And I think I probably was there for every bit of maybe 45 minutes before I realized all these different things that was going on. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to go here.
Now you understand, you are Uncle Luke. You two live crew. So, I mean, we're dying to know what was going on that you couldn't engage in.
Man, it was just some things that I don't really care to discuss. Because I mean, one thing about me, I don't kiss and tell. But at the same time, the party was going on, and it was a lot of things. Put it this way, there were a lot of things going on, a lot of things. So a lot of things in a lot of different rooms. There was a lot of different rooms going on in the house, and every time you open up a door, there was something else going on that I really didn't care to be a part of. So I felt like, hey, look here, man. I'm from Liberty City. At the end of the day, if I wanted to be involved in all those different type of activities, I did that in my hometown. Less long as going somebody's house where I think they got cameras and everything, be able to take me, and before you know it, you're extorting me. That ain't gonna happen. But one thing about me, I ain't never take no drugs, and I don't get into drugs. So I leave it like that.
Were there drugs there, Uncle Luke?
It was a lot of things up in there. I know I don't take no drugs. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Uh-huh. Did you see Donald Trump use any drugs?
No, I didn't see him use no drugs.
So these rooms, presumably there were women in these rooms?
Oh yeah, a lot of women.
Mm-hmm. How were they
all over the room.
How were they dressed, Uncle Luke?
Half naked.
Half naked.
Half naked and some naked.
Half naked and some naked.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a house party. They up in there naked.
Was there any assaultive behavior toward women at this Donald Trump party?
No.
No assaultive behavior. Okay.
No, all the women were enjoying themselves like they do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But the thing, let me tell you, the thing is, when you're around, I've been around a lot of models and a lot of these pageant women, because that's what mostly it was. It was mostly pageant women.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of these women ain't of age. So when you got a whole bunch of these women running around, whether they of age or not, there's a lot of things going on. You just, some women look too young.
Oh,
so you keep it moving.
I see.
So it wasn't nobody beating no women or nobody taking advantage of no women. I mean, they were all enjoying themselves. That's what they were there for. But were they old enough to be enjoying themselves? I don't know.
Was there sex?
Of course there was.
I guess that's a stupid question now to ask. Okay, so I think I got you now. You're saying that all this was going on and you weren't clear as to whether these were adults.
I wasn't clear whether or not they were adults, and I wasn't clear whether or not, whether I wanted to be in that kind of environment where some of these other things that was going on in there. I ain't gonna too much elaborate about everything else what was going on outside of the sexual act. But
well, my brother, we love for you too. We love for you too. That's why we on Sirius.
You want me to?
Because we can open it up. We on Sirius XM. We can bust it wide open right here.
About the drugs and the alcohol and the sex and all that, but I ain't gonna talk about the drugs and the alcohol and the sex.
But but now you did say that if you were on XM you could talk about it, so that's why we here, man. I mean, people, inquiring minds want to know.
I said I could use the profanity and all that there, and talk about naked people and all that. But then I ain't the drug part. I don't want to talk about that part of it. I talk about the sex and all that. All those.
Okay, well, talk about tell us about the sex.
Yeah, it was a lot of sex going on.
Mm-hmm. Just wide out in the open.
You know what I'm saying? Like you was just imagine the Eyes Wide Shut movie. That's what I felt like I was in. But it had some other elements and some other things in there. Then that's when I got to go.
Okay. So it was just wide out open sex is what was happening. Was it of the orgy variety?
Well, they were in different rooms.
Mm-hmm.
The man got so many rooms in that house. I ain't never seen that many rooms in a house in my life. But it was more by everybody in all these different rooms. And when you open up a door, it was something going on different in a different room. So you got in where you fit in at. If you feel like you want to go in that room, you go in that room right there. There was some things going on, some interesting things going in that room. It was just like a regular.
Well, you say you keep what? Give me an example of an interesting thing that was going on, if you don't mind.
Outside of the sex, you got to use your imagination. If it's sex, then it's some other things going on that you don't want to be involved in.
I don't know if my imagination goes that far. I don't. So if it wasn't sex,
oh no, you a big boy.
No, really, bro.
You in the radio business.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Something was going on outside of sex and drugs that was interesting. Well, I'm trying to figure out.
Outside of sex.
Outside of sex.
Outside of sex. And then now you add whatever else you want to use your imagination. What happens? What happens after that? But there was a lot of things going on in there. Them guys in there, it was going down.
So was Donald Trump having?
It was one of them parties you would have enjoyed yourself being in.
Well, I don't know, brother. See, I probably would have been like you. I would have rolled out, but I don't know if I would enjoy myself. But now, what about Donald Trump? Was he having sex with all these women?
No, I didn't see him having no sex. Let me tell you, the man took us around the house. Okay, he said, "Look, I got all these women. I got these women from the pageant. They're gonna be there." So we went. It was like, "Hey, man, I got a pageant down here. I'm hosting these women at the house. Okay, up in Palm Beach. They send some cars to pick us up. We get in the cars. We drive up there. Me, Mike, Eddie Murphy. We all in our own individual cars. Car service drove us up there. We got there. He showed us around the house. Told us about this mansion and the history behind it and all that. Just the golf course. It was dark. We couldn't see the golf course and things like that. And then before you know it, hey, man, y'all enjoy yourself. We got cocktails and everything. And before you know it, the rooms and everything start popping. There wasn't no DJ. It was more of, hey, get in where you fit in. Whatever room you're going to go in, you go into that room.
So you say no DJ. There was no music? Or the music was piped in?
No, there wasn't no music.
No music.
That was the interesting part about it. There wasn't no music.
So women just naked in rooms with no music?
Hey, people walk around. It wasn't, listen, it wasn't nothing wrong with that. I was happy to be at that party. But then at the end of the day, when I started looking at some of these girls' faces, I was like, man, these girls don't look like they're old enough. I didn't ask nobody their age. And then all the other stuff going on, it was like, okay, I can't be up here. I got to go. If I'm going to jail, then somebody's going to extort me. I really, I don't do drugs. Never did it. in my life. You know, I smoked marijuana 2 times, you know, when I was in high school, and I didn't like the experience. As far as drugs, I may have sold drugs. I never liked the people who I sold them to when I was young because I thought they were stupid for buying it. So I never had cared to indulge in it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So when I do see people doing it, if I'm around it, I get
As
away
you
from
can
it.
see, no one took the bait. No one. Except for the people that weren't game tight enough to see what was going on in Luke. Absolutely did. And let's not forget that he ran a pageant for underage girls. Everybody knows about that. So this just hooks right on up. Y'all, this is enough for me. And I know how my people is. This is enough for my folks. If you ain't woke up and smelled the coffee yet, you should. Because when Unk Luk tell you it ain't cool, it ain't cool. And he's the one to know. If you ain't hip, just go look up his videos. Unk Luk and the 2 Live Crew. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Huh. This is crazy. This is straight facts.